Hey Brawlers, I'm Mr. Hoodat, and this is episode 6 of my new Daily Brawl series. Yesterday I had a bit of a rough session with two 6th place losses. Hopefully today I can turn things around and get some wins. So let's get into it. Alright, some interesting heroes here. I think Mask is the play. I think he's significantly stronger than the rest of these heroes. He's a bit worse in this meta than last month, I'd say, but I still enjoy playing him. Big reason why he's a bit worse is he doesn't get the plus 10 HP from Grandmother anymore if you switch into Grandmother, and Skip also lost XP. So two of his best mask targets early on got kind of taken away from him. Alright, against Horde Dragon here. Typically love Sure Shot first. Happy Tree's also pretty strong. I think because I don't have a hero power, I kind of want to try to protect HP by taking the Sure Shot. I don't really like going into tier 3 with 30 HP on Mask. I kind of want to just try to be as strong as possible for the first few turns. And then I'm going to let this shop roll to try to get Forbidden Fruit or Shrink Spell. Alright, I think Genie's Wish is worth the cast. And I think I cast it first in case of Shrink Spell, and if it's Sugar and Spice or Magic Research, I'd rather it hit the Sure Shot than any of these units. Alright, Magic Research. Against Pants. Not sure what unit to take here. I kind of just want to take the 2-2 just for the stats. Yeah. Alright, bit of an unfortunate fight there. Probably could have gone either way. So the Blind Mouse pair is enticing. And then I can take Mim with it. I can take Unicorn and shard it. Or I could take Unicorn and not shard it. I kind of like sharding the Unicorn, so let's start with that. Mim pair, I think I'd rather just take the blind Mouse and then let the shop roll. Alright, much more favorable fight for us there. Okay, we're against Merlin, who hasn't lost. And the question is, do I take these spell value units before masking? Could also not mask. Earthquake is very strong early, and I don't really want the Wicked Witch. So yeah, I think I take both spell value units and then Earthquake. Maybe just take the Tiny instead of the Familiar. The Familiar is going to end up being a 3-3 next turn. I'll take the Familiar. I'll keep 4 frontline, even though it's bad against Earthquake. I want to make sure my Sure Shot gets to attack. Alright, pretty much impossible to win against 2 eggs. At least I got to crack 1. I'm against Miri now, so I definitely want to change my hero. And I think I'm taking Spellweaver. The other units aren't too strong. My unit choices this game have been pretty bad. Let's see what hero we get. So pre-nerf I would have taken Grandmother for 10 HP. Kind of seeing here why Mask is less valuable than before. I think it's Pup. I only have one good unit for this Good Witch, but I still think it's Pup. I need stats right now. And then take the second support. I'll go range frontline. Alright, so Pup's weakness is around like late tier 4, tier 5. And with Mask, you can kind of take away that weakness by just switching heroes. So I get Pup's strength, which is like early tier 3, tier 4, and I can always just switch out when he starts falling off. Alright, don't want to switch out right now. Still want to get the stat value. Could go for Romeo. Could end up in Royals. This Sure Shot pair and Cinderella is going to be upgraded. Yeah, I think I'll go for it. I don't really want to take Donkey or the Cat. I want to just roll, try to get this and this. I also don't really want to take Spinning Gold. Stag is good. The rest isn't so good. Could cast the spell. I think I will. Cast it on Sure Shot. And let's play second Sure Shot, front line. We go all range front line. Sure. Yeah, these ranged units with the pup buffs are pretty crazy. So I can Masquerade for a tier 5. It's not that bad of a play, actually. You get 3 tier 4s to look at as well. So it's kind of like an extra roll, but I do want the spell value. I get 2 buffs and then the Cinderella. I think I'll go for it. Crown of Atlas and Book of Heroes are both good. I got Siren as my tier 5. No supports. I'll go Court Wizard with Book of Heroes. Yeah, that's looking like the play. Let's go Book of Heroes, and then try to start scaling this Court Wizard. It's kind of awkward playing Court Wizard with Pup because you want supports backline. Could always frontline it. Thinking of what to sell. Thinking just this familiar. I want to keep my Blind Mouse pair and the Cinderella. Second Court Wizard and Sporko are both good. Play Royals frontline to try to get Court Wizard to attack more. And I still like all these ranged units frontline to get the pup buffs. My opponent has Corrupted Heartwood, which makes my Book of Heroes amazing. I should have noticed that I was against Evola. Would have definitely made my decision to get Book of Heroes a lot higher. So this is pretty big now. So I want Sporko and I want Court Wizard. I think I move away from the Romeo. I guess move away from Mim and then Spellweaver. Mixo-Wizzle isn't too good. I don't really get value from spells anymore. I kind of want this to be a Royal. To make Sporko good, seems like a good play. And then I can freeze the next one. Could also sell for it. Don't really want to. Alright, I think I'll play it like this. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna Dream next turn. It's kind of awkward if I am taking these Sporkos. Maybe I should move away from Sporko then. I don't know, maybe I could stay Pup for a little longer. Alright, against Pants. Let's move away from the Romeo. Take the Sporko pair. Alright, got my Blind Mouse pair. Ring of Rage seems like the obvious choice, making my ranged units even beefier. Could go for Copycat, don't really want to. I'm fairly weak, I just want to try to stay strong at the moment. Toil and Trouble I'm not a big fan of. Let's take the Chicken and Roll. Note the Copycat again. Don't really have a good sell. Could sell Good Witch. I guess I'd just sell the Blind Mouse. Alright. Play all ridiculously strong range units frontline, I guess. Sporko should be on the left side. Alright, got some good Book of Heroes buffs there. It's Fallen Angel. We'll change heroes now. Let's see what we get first. The End. It means I can't change heroes. Kinda wanna cast it. No, let's roll past it. Lancelot has 21 attack. We can give it 23 attack, so it's likely to get the treasure. Should have switched first. I played that really poorly. Oops. I shouldn't have switched heroes, I think. I should have just played for that Lancelot treasure this turn, which is the horizon at bottom. I was planning on buffing the Lancelot again with my spell usage, but then I couldn't find anything that gave him attack. So then I was like, okay, let's utilize my spell slot this turn to change heroes, and then I forgot that it's not getting buffed anymore by the pup. It worked out though. My units are still incredibly strong. I have a really good late game hero now. Try to find these triples, I guess. Don't really want Medusa. We'll go for Nian, it's very cheap. Sky Castle is pretty good right now. Could go for Friendly Spirit. Need to figure out how I'm playing this. Okay, this looks amazing. I think I will go for Friendly Spirit. I'll keep the Sporkos in just to get this buff or quest. Sell this. Let's buff Princess. Play it like this. Turns out Court Wizard's a pretty good unit. Against Evola, so I kind of want to keep my Book of Heroes then. I could go Hand of Midas and get my Lancelot going with the Baba. These animals too. That's so greedy. Let's do it. I'll keep Book of Heroes. Let's go to Sky Castle. Keep the Rage. Another Baba. Another Baba. Don't really like any of these. Guess I take the Vecna because I don't really have any use for my gold at the moment. I think I'll just play one Baba. I think two Babas is greedy. I'll go two Babas. My positioning this game has been all over the place. Granted, it's pretty hard to play when I had like so many ranged units involved. Pup positioning's always awkward. This is actually a tie, dude. Holy. That fight is like a perfect example of ranged units need to be like changed. That's insane that that was a tie. He had like quadruple my stats. Alright, tier 6. Can you go for Charm? Sure. For Dragons, Royals. So Shrivel won't do too much. Ian. Mimic. Doesn't really synergize at the moment, but it will. I just take the Dracula Saber, it's so much stronger. I will take that buff. Sell Sporko. Oof, took that big hit there. Oh well, got 4th, got my first win. I don't even know how to analyze that. Took the Lancelot, then made the mistake of not getting its quest completed that turn. You pretty much never want to take Lancelot unless you have like a great way to get his quest completed immediately. Then I got baited by the Hand of Midas Baba, which wasn't too much of a bait. I thought I could get going. It's just unfortunate that I went against the high stat royal player right afterwards. Yeah, I think going for Jorm Echo stuff when I already had 5 Babas was worth it as well. Sometimes you just go into a bad matchup, and when you're trying to get your Slay engine rolling, you definitely don't want to go against a royal player. There's obviously a lot of positioning mistakes I made that game that might have saved me some health here and there, which would have let me live, and maybe I could fight a ghost after that and get my Lancelot going, but yeah. I'd have to look back at this game to really see where my positioning mistakes were and if they affected how much damage I was being dealt. It's just a very hard to position game throughout the whole time. Constantly had like 6 ranged units and all these supports, and yeah, very difficult to position game. Let's get into my second one. Not too unhappy with that result. Alright, not too interested in buying Mordred. I think it's the only character I'm missing on this account now. So I think it's just Pied Piper. It's very obviously way better than all these heroes. Let's play some Pied Piper. Alright, we're against Waddle. So it's between Cut Purse or Minotaur. Waddle's likely to take pretty meh animals early on. Like, he's likely to pick 1/1s as long as it's an animal. So I think I do take the Cut Purse. It's likely to slay if I attack first. And then I don't want to freeze. Alright, he got a unicorn there, so Minotaur would have tied. Pretty much the only outcome where I wish I had Minotaur. So I'm against Claws now. I like taking Blind Mouse early with Piper. With his power you can get triples pretty easily around like late tier 3. I think I will take the Blind Mouse, then I can roll for more animals or buff. I kind of like taking the buff. Could always roll and then freeze, and then Piper will refresh your shop with an additional animal, so then you'll have 2 animals that are buffed, but I kind of like trying to get this buff against Claws here. And I did get the win, so it ended up working out. Alright, so with 5 gold, I think taking Genie's Wish makes a lot of sense. Shrink spell with 5 units would be incredible. Okay, that works. I got a free unit from that Genie's Wish. Not free, but a unit that I wouldn't have gotten. So I think I just take the pair and then start scaling the Happy Tree. I don't think going Dwarves makes any sense. I think I just position like this. Alright, didn't get any tier 3 animals. Romeo's okay. I could just roll. I'm thinking between Romeo roll or just rolling. Don't really want to cast Flourish. I think I will grab the Romeo. The stats aren't too bad. Not many good units here as well. I think it's just Cinderella now. And then I want to keep the 2 health minions in the back in case of Earthquake. Okay, some more pretty bad units. Could take the princesses. Tier 3 pairs aren't too bad. Sure. Alright, got the triple. No targeted with the shop though. Definitely want the triple. I could sell for the Blind Mouse. No real need to sell at the moment. And a 110 better than a 2-2. Probably. Alright, my 110s actually did a lot of work in that fight. And I got multiple cut per slays. Let's grab this sleepy princess. Cloak of the Assassin's actually not bad. It's got 2 buffs right now. I'm likely to keep them around this turn. Yeah, I'll go for it. Let's take this pair, and then I'm gonna roll. I wanna save my spell slot for waking up princess. Could go for stag. Don't really want to at the moment. Don't really want to hunt for more tier 3 triples when I'm going to tier 4 next turn. I'm wanting to like collect copycats and friendly spirits. That lowers the value of Cloak of the Assassin, but I kind of want it. Let's get rid of tree. Hermes Boots is amazing. And I think I'll just go for this poly. I am raging. Stag came back to haunt me. Don't really want to go for it. I'm leaning towards copycat now with this Hermes Boots. And I need a lot of my gold focused on copycat units. It's a very expensive comp to transition into. Thinking about Hippo. Mainly because Cat's Call gets it going early. I think I will take it. Could go Vulture now with this Cat's Call. No. Keep searching for copycat stuff. I like tier 2 pairs. Still need Crown of Atlas. I think I'll grab the pair instead of rolling twice. Also buffs the Hippo, which is nice. Alright, took a pretty big hit there. It's Fallen Angel now, haven't seen her. Let's take this triple. Ring of Rage is really nice if I want to get into animals. These are pretty enticing as well. They're very expensive, but they obviously replace my horrible front line. And they get my Hippo going. I think I'll grab them. 2 chickens and a copycat. Yeah, I'll definitely freeze it. I think I'll keep just trying to poly. Not much difference between these 2 units. Alright, nice one there. This cut purse has been putting in work. Got me so much gold this game. So I will buy the copycat. And both the chickens are free buffs on Hippo, and I still want tier 2 treasures. We'll go for poly triple. Buffs Hippo, and it's better than unicorn pair. Could also cast the end, try to get to tier 6 faster. I don't feel too strong. I'm against a weaker opponent. Yeah, I think I'll go for it. So I could go copycat in front of sheeps. I mean, my units aren't too good anyway, so why not try for it? I was hoping my poly didn't proc, but this guy was so incredibly weak that my 4th slot 8 attack poly actually procced. Oh well. Grumblegore is not bad. Let's grab up this copycat. Could sell this. I kind of want to save my spell slot to buff Friendly Spirit. I think I'll sell it. Let's sell the poly now. Grab up Friendly Spirit. Could go for Hippo. Have to give up my chickens. I think I move away from the Hippo and go towards Copycat some more. Let's sell Cutpurse now. I want XP. I'll take that. Play it like this. Alright, nice win. Beating pretty strong comps while going for very late game focused strategies. Let's take this triple, try to get Crown of Atlas. Did not get it, don't want any of this. Roll for more copycat stuff. Could go for Wombat. Pretty expensive. Goes really well with the Grumblegore though, so I think I'll take it. Could turn Grumble good. Kinda wanna just hold out for a spell for either Wombat or Friendly. Berry is not too bad. I'm just doing too many things if I take it. It's just so good for this fight though. No, I'm doing too many things if I take it. I won't sell for that. Targeting this fight was pretty bad. Against Evola, who hasn't really been losing. Let's grab this copycat triple. I think I'll just take Moonsong because I want to keep buffing every turn. Alright, that's a good buff. Don't really want another Grumble. Could go for another Wombat. Sure. Play it like this, I think. Alright, another fight with rough trades. Against Potion Master. Haven't seen him in a while. He had dragons. Good Knighthood. It's not that valuable though. I just want to find good boys and buffs. It's a much cheaper Knighthood. Could go for deck. Kinda like the spells being reduced still. That goes too early. Is it? Getting buffed by Wombats a lot as well. I don't think it's too early. Could go for this. Kind of playing like this now. Just roll. Second Echo is good. Do I want to go 6 units? I don't think so. I think I just keep it like this. Alright, almost threw my monitor across the room from that fight. Let's graph up Echowood. Looking for Good Boy. Oh, that's interesting. If you freeze a tier 6 board with Piper, it refreshes it with your hero power rather than a spell. Wait, no, I don't think that's always the case. I think it always refreshes with the spell. Alright, so Echowood's obviously good. Don't really care about the tier 6 triple at all. Arc isn't too hard to get going. I just need a 2 and a 3. I have a decent 3. I could go for Sure Shot. So sell, Sure Shot. I'm just gonna go Ivory Owl. Like, it could be good for this turn, but if I'm going for first, I need to start scaling with the Owl, and when I do start getting good boys, it's going to be hard to be playing tier 3 and 2 units. Feather was definitely the best treasure to take for the fight anyway, but I think Owl gives me the best chances for first, if I feel confident in this fight, which I did. Alright, against Trophy Hunter. Louis Copycat. Knighthood is pretty dang good. I think Grumblegore is the target. Could search for a combat spell. Search for Good Boy. Like, in the end, Grumble's getting taken out and the Wombats stay. But for this fight, once again, I think Knighthood on Grumble is my best bet. Could be a mistake, but it's, I don't know, I'm strongly leaning towards it in my mind, so I'm gonna go for it. Gets basically like triple value from this because of the Wombats. Like, it's buffing the Wombats, it's buffing the unit that comes out of the Wombat, and then it buffs it again. So it's getting so much value. And then all that value is getting tied to Echowood as well. Alright, couldn't really beat the Good Boy player. Maybe I should have looked for Good Boy, looked for Pigomorph for this fight. Yeah. Second thought, I don't really like that Knighthood play on either Grumble or Wombat. Like, I knew he was Copycat. I should assume that he's been rolling for Good Boys and that he would have Good Boy for this fight. It's pretty deep. And he started getting into Copycat around the same time as me. So I should be playing as if he has Good Boy, which means Knighthood on Grumble loses every time. And trying to Pigomorph either Copycat or Good Boy, or searching for Good Boys of my own, was a much smarter play. Yeah, once again, some mistakes made this game as well. Didn't play too well today. They're both very awkward games, to be fair. Like, I think both of these games were hard to play. And hard to navigate and figure out, like, if I should be playing for first in both of them. Like, this Ivory Owl choice is very interesting. Ivory Owl, Arc, and Feather all have merit. I was kind of running out of time. I was leaning towards Arc over Feather, and then trying to figure out how I'm going to play my board with the Arc after selling for the Princess. I was like, I think I'm going to win this fight. Let's go for Owl. Try to get like 4 Owl buffs, and then it'll be better than the Arc, because I can play like better units. Yeah, overall, 2 rough games. I ended up getting 4th in both of them. Got my first win, climbed a few points, and got out of my bad game rut from yesterday, so hopefully tomorrow I can do better. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode. Peace.